Hello everyone. So I'm going to have a look at commodities next. I'm starting off with gold. This is for the week commencing Monday the 27th of January 2020. I'm going to start off with gold. So I spoke last week about a nice bullish weekly candle that I've been hoping for a deeper retracement. It looks as though it's broken through the high of that. It's following through on that, looking nice and bullish currently. Just noting on the daily, although it has started an uptrend producing high lows and high highs, just compare the price action of the last sort of 7 or 8 candles here to the previous sort of 7 to 8 to 9 candles prior to the hitting this level at 1545. So just a big move, lots of money making opportunities for me, at least on the lower time frames, 4 hourly and below. This is not exactly the same. Not entirely happy with it. Still not really convinced that this is ready to go. I'm not seeing optimal price action. And so although it is in an uptrend monthly, almost in an uptrend, or at least now certainly on a weekly basis getting close to that, and a daily uptrend, just overall not happy with the structure of it. Silver still struggling to get through its resistance level there at 1811. Bullish, looking really nice and weak. Strong, bullish. It's going to break through that level. And struggling again through that, although we are in an uptrend on the monthly. So I'm in principle bullish on that, just not seeing that from a trading perspective, not liking what I see. So copper is, as I said in a separate video, longer term, principally I'm quite happy to be bullish on that. We had a big move to the downside. This has completely killed this uptrend on the weekly. Just unable to break through that. There was some bearish divergence there, so it was struggling to get through that, and it's now collapsed. So overall the structure is still kind of, depending on if we produce a bullish candle here in a swing low, we'll still maintain that largely bullish structure. But for the moment we've got that monthly downtrend, and this is not, by comparison, it's more bearish than bullish. And also not seeing any trading opportunities here. Basically, it's not even about the analysis. It's about, is that price action behavior performing in a way or setting up an opportunity that I can take advantage of, and there really isn't anything there. Then moving on to platinum. Platinum is in an uptrend. It's a lot more choppy, a lot more candles every time it does a retracement. It's coming up here. It's struggling with monthly resistance there. It's got a nice uptrend on the monthly. Same thing, struggling with a level there. And overall, it is bullish, but tradable. Again, it's going to be choppy on the lower time frame, so not liking the look of that. Now, palladium. So I've been highlighting particular candlesticks where they were showing signs of exhaustion. We produced a bearish red candlestick, and then another attempt and more bearish candlesticks. Now we've produced a swing high. So this is all signs of exhaustion starting to creep in here. It's continued to push on a little bit, and I'm keeping an eye on this weekly candlestick as well. So that becomes a bearish rejection candle. We break the low of that next week, then my expectation is to see this. So in the meantime, it's overexhausted or overextended on the daily, exhausted, and it makes it tricky to do swing opportunities on the daily or lower time frames because they're higher risk. And in fact, so it's one of these things where it's going to behoove me to just sit on my hands and wait for palladium to kind of decide how far back it wants to retrace before it then potentially resumes that weekly uptrend. So basically sitting on the sidelines, but just discussing that price action behavior. As you said, let's go through and have a look at oil. So oil also now produced a confirmed downtrend on that daily, broke through recent support, rejected that as resistance. It's still arguably producing an uptrend on the weekly. It's back down at support now. It's still an uptrend on the monthly. It's just not a pretty one. So this is really the level I'm going to watch for the next few days to see if we produce a swing low, and if we do come up and break the high, or if we just pull back and just continue down if it holds. Keeping an eye on that. So nothing there at this point in time. And West Texas, same thing again. This one has broken a previous low, so that monthly uptrend is now broken. And that implies that that's also going to happen for Brent. And that monthly just range behavior. And a very incredibly bearish candle there. So all of this implying that it's actually going to head lower down towards 50 again and test that level. So not seeing any opportunities there. If I was on a day, in terms of day trading, I'd be looking on the lower time frames, probably for a break and a retest of resistance, and then trading it down to the next level. So I'd be kind of more to the downside, and then just having a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum to have a sense of that. So as I said, we've now shifted to bullishness on that weekly, and produced a nice bullish swing low on the monthly. And now coming and testing that support. So there may well be some technical swing opportunities here on that daily. Let's compare that to Ethereum, and we've got the same thing again. So it's a similar behavior. The weekly is not necessarily as bullish as Bitcoin's, which is fine. Neither is the monthly, excuse me. But daily may still present some decent opportunities. And of course, what I do like as well is being able to compare Ethereum to Bitcoin. So my expectation, generally speaking, is that Bitcoin will tend to be more bullish, probably just because it's more popular, it's better known. But anyway, so that's looking pretty good. There's some nice performance there. That's just in terms of a commentary on the behavior. And that's it in terms of commodities that I'm keeping an eye on. In terms of the main ones, precious metals, oils, and of course digital commodities, which is what I call them. That's just my term, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum.